Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Chance Ciclin. Happy Monday. Good news for Underwood residents. The water advisory has been lifted by the state. McLean County Emergency Management says people should run water in their homes for about 15 minutes. Officials do say because water use was limited mostly to flushing during the advisory, running your taps will help clear any air from the lines and get fresh water flowing again. Now, the county is sending out the notice through its code red alert system, so look out for that. City officials say if you have any further questions, you can reach out to Underwood City Hall. North Dakota Department of Public Instruction is reviewing and updating its standards for what students are taught when it comes to health. The North Dakota Health Content Standards outline what's expected to be taught to students from kindergarten through high school. They list the knowledge and skills students should learn at each grade, but don't outline an actual curriculum. These include things like lessons in safety and everyday actions, the influence of people in children's lives, setting health-related goals, and even firearm safety. These can be taught through age-appropriate depictions and examples that show students how to practice different kinds of safety. To review the health content standards and add your own input, you can visit our website, kxnet.com. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says a number of crashes have happened recently along I-94. That's largely in part due to icy conditions. A trooper tells KX News that as of around 2:30 Sunday afternoon, roughly 10 vehicles had already gone off the interstate. The image right here you're seeing is one of those. Highway Patrol says that a semi went off the interstate and rolled onto its passenger side in Barnes County. That happened just before 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. Preliminary information does suggest that the semi was driving too fast for the icy conditions when they lost control and overcorrected. The driver did have what Highway Patrol is calling non-life-threatening injuries, thankfully, and was taken to CHI Mercy Hospital in Valley City. Again, Highway Patrol is encouraging drivers to drive with caution and follow best practices even as conditions improve. Andre, happy first Monday of the new year.
And you too, Chance. And it looks like here in the capital city, we are seeing those mainly clear to partly cloudy skies with a temperature of 19 degrees. And the winds are relatively light out of east-northeast at 3 miles per hour. But as we head over into the Magic City, we're also seeing those really good conditions too. And guess what? The current temperature is at 15 degrees and the winds are relatively calm at this time. Now looking ahead, folks, we're going to be watching for those foggy conditions, especially this morning in our north and eastern counties, and also we're going to be warming things up through late week, and we'll also see those overall quiet conditions across the viewing area with some small chances of precipitation here or there. Now as we get into our current visibility, we are seeing it on the lower side in our north and eastern counties, including there in Rolla at 0.3 miles, there around Lake Metagoshi at 0.5 miles, and Harvey looking good so far, but we'll be watching that very closely. And even into around the Mulhall area, we're seeing some of those foggy conditions, so just be careful when traveling this morning, especially with temperatures in the teens and 20s up there. So this is mean that we are seeing freezing fog this morning, and otherwise we are seeing those teens and 20s across the board, and even some 30s there in around Bowman at 34 degrees and even 30 degrees there in Plentywood. Now we do have light winds in the atmosphere around 5 to 10 miles per hour, so nothing too extreme this morning. And as far as our dense fog advisory, we are still under that in our north and eastern counties through lunchtime today. But again, I would not be surprised if this extends, because we are expecting those foggy conditions to kind of persist even into our early afternoon hours potentially. So that's something to keep in mind too. And I wouldn't be surprised if it gets expanded in area as well into more of our northern tier counties, because this fog could move its way towards that direction over time. So we will be watching that very closely. Now looking at our highs for today, we're going to see temperatures climb up into the 30s and the 40s. So looking to be above average for this time of year, about 10 to 20 degrees above normal. And our wind gust forecast around 7 o'clock looking pretty good. Maybe some wind gusts up as high as around 15 to 20 miles per hour in our southern tier counties by this afternoon, but otherwise looking pretty good across the board. And once we get into tonight, temperatures will drop on down into the teens and 20s. A little chilly overnight tonight, but nothing too bad. And as far as our precision cast is concerned, Eastern, we're expecting a little bit of some freezing drizzle and some flurry activity between 2 and 6 o'clock in the morning potentially. So that's something we're going to be watching here at KX News. So make sure you stay tuned to the KX Storm Team for the latest on this. And all this activity should move out of here by the time we get into lunchtime on Tuesday. And our highs for Tuesday will mainly climb up into the 30s and 40s once again. So running above average once more, and even some 20s potentially in our north and eastern counties. Now looking here in Williston, we will see those temperatures remain in the 30s through our Tuesday, but 40s for our Wednesday, and then dropping back down into the 30s on Thursday, and then the 20s on Friday, with some small chances of precipitation as a cold front moves on through. And here in Dickinson, we're also going to be seeing that overall decline in temperatures through our Thursday and our Friday, and we will see those small chances of precipitation here. And looking here in the Magic City, we're going to be seeing 30s today, 30s tomorrow, then 30s for our Wednesday, then 30s for our Thursday, then 20s as we head into our Friday and Saturday due to that cold front, and then we'll see an increase in temperatures once again on our Sunday. And here in the capital city, we'll be as high as 40 on Wednesday, then dropping back down into the 30s on Thursday, then 20s on Friday due to that cold front, and those 20s will continue into our Saturday as well, and then increasing back up into the 30s on Sunday. So chance still not too bad as far as temperatures over the next several days.
Not too bad this time of the year. It could be much worse, Andre. Thank you. For our entire team here at KX News, I'm Chance Thicklin. Let's make it a great first Monday of the new year.